Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Morning Cup. Well, a lot happened last night, a lot happened today morning. But one thing we need to know about catching you guys quickly up to speed is the fact that the president has recently vetoed a new COVID relief bill, citing the fact that it doesn't provide enough relief. So the other day I was wondering about the whole essence of people who use breaking news a lot in their everyday shows. And there was a time when breaking news was reserved for something out of the ordinary. Something that was so out of the ordinary that we had to interrupt regularly scheduled programming and then flash breaking news, and then come out of the news to gain more attention, of course. Now everything is breaking news. Anything and everything is breaking news. In the matter of someone came up with a new tea idea, it's breaking news. Someone came out with a new coffee idea, it's breaking news. Someone came out with a new car, it's breaking news. Someone found a monolith which was fake. And if you did your due diligence, you would realize why these people who had put these monoliths there in the first place put them there. But no, it's breaking news. And that's the issue that we face today with modern day media. No one wants to do their research. No one wants to do research at all. People just want to go out of their way and be like, yeah, breaking news. I have this breaking news, you have that breaking news, but breaking news is breaking news. And I don't understand that at all. I don't understand the significance of the fact that whether you have to go out of your way to make shit that isn't breaking news. It makes no sense. So a few of the things that we should be talking about today, just an overview should be the fact that the army chief was in the forward operating areas in Ladakh. The Navy is making a case for a new aircraft carrier. More farmers are coming in from across the subcontinent and are converging on New Delhi as we speak, thereby increasing the amount of pressure that's going to be generated by the sheer amount of force that these numbers can portray. It's not about getting violent, it's not about inciting violence. It's about the fact that these many people are being affected by the laws. And of course, if these many people have come out of their way, out of their everyday life, in the middle of a pandemic, to come and put their point across because they could not sustain their lives, is what matters most. And if we don't pay attention to that, then what are we paying attention to? Another very interesting case that popped up in today's amazing world is that two people who came in from the UK, the place where the coronavirus is mutated, they apparently disappeared from Delhi airport. One was found in Ludhiana, Punjab, and the other one was found in Andhra Pradesh. They just upped and vanished from the Delhi airport. And I don't know what the authorities are doing when the government has strictly put down guidelines that this is what we're supposed to do and this is what we're not supposed to do. If you're flying in from the UK, you're supposed to be quarantined. Specifically because the place that you're coming in from has a new virus strain that Indians aren't exposed to. And yet you just up and vanish. Even though you were not infected. You could be a carrier. You don't know if you're a carrier or not. And that's where all of this comes tumbling down. We need more sustained and streamlined processes at the airports. We can obviously not contain people. We cannot stop humanity from moving to where they need to move for whatever they need to do. But what we can do is stay one step ahead of it. Stay preemptive. And if we don't understand that we have to stay preemptive, then of course things are going to go wrong like this. People disappear from airports who might just be a risk now. And everyone that these people might have come across might have been exposed. What do we do then? Nothing. There's nothing you can do. Because now it's done. The deed is done. On another international platform, we should obviously be talking about President Trump and his pardons. 26 people pardoned. A lot of them had ties with Ukraine. A lot of them had ties with lying to the FBI and their investigations. So much stuff. The bottom line being, he pardoned a bunch of people who were convicted. A bunch of people who had admitted to wrongdoing. And now, well, they get to walk free. Because of the presidential pardon, of course. Where things get even more difficult is the fact that when we understand that there is more to the presidential pardon than we otherwise anticipated. Considering that he could step down for 5 minutes, make Mike Pence the president, get himself pardoned, and then step back in. It is possible. Not probable, but it is possible. On a little darker side of the news, France had a tragedy today. 3 French police officers were shot dead when they were responding to a domestic violence call. Things in France are getting from bad to worse to just insane right about now. With all of the movements and all of the protests that are going on in France, it's just, my heart goes out to all of the families that suffered, as well as to the families of the 3 police officers that were fatally shot on the line of duty. This is another thing that we should possibly be talking about, and that is that the South African variant of the coronavirus could spread even more easily than the regular one. Well, that's just great now, isn't it? Just stellar, if you will. You see, people, as this year comes to an end, we were all under the impression that things are going to get better in the year 2021. But by the looks of it, even though the vaccines are here, even though the distribution might take a little longer than otherwise anticipated, the bottom line being, there is a lot that needs to be done before we can return to normal. And we might never return to normal. We never know. Because if this virus keeps mutating, and if it mutates to a point in which the vaccine does not affect it anymore, we're back to square one. And with that bunch of nonsense and disarray to start your day with, I cheers to you. This was your morning cup of coffee. I'll see you tomorrow for the next one.